The 1990 divorce between Donald Trump and Ivana Trump was granted on the ground of cruel and inhumane treatment, but the two later reached a settlement. Nearly 3 decades later, it's still being talked about. One big reason, the divorce involves a sexual assault accusation Ivana made against Donald. Ivana has since walked back on those comments and even endorsed Trump for president, but now the New York Times and media conglomerate Gannett have requested that the New York Supreme Court unseal Trump's divorce records in order to set the record straight. Joining me now to further discuss this is divorce attorney Peter Walzer. Now, Peter, do we know if this rape allegation was investigated back then?
I don't think it was. I think it was in their divorce, and she claimed in a deposition, which is basically an interview with a court reporter, that she was raped. And as you said, she later backed down on that.
Okay. Should they have investigated that? I mean, that seems like a serious claim.
I don't think she ever reported it to the police, and that brings into question whether it was really rape, but they didn't investigate it because she never reported it.
Okay. Can previously sealed records be made public?
New York, that's pretty tricky, and that's why there's a lawsuit. The states differ on their opinions. In California, yes, it would be made public. In other states, it would be, but New York has a specific law that says no unless you make an application to the court.
So is it in New York because that's where they were married at, or is that because that's where they reside?
Well, that's where the records are. I mean, they are New York court records, and even if they got the records, it's not clear that there would be an allegation in those records. The deposition would probably be a private document in an attorney's office who has not brought it to light yet.
Now, considering Trump is running for president, he could potentially be the next president of the United States. Does the public have the right to know this information? And would the fact that he is running for president change the outcome?
Yes, the public does have a right to know, and it's freedom of the press. The press is entitled to that information, and they should get it. The question is, can Trump delay this until after the election, and will it matter?
And if it happens, say, if he does end up in the White House, could that potentially affect his presidency there?
You know, if there are criminal allegations and he committed a crime, perhaps it could. But previous presidents have seemed to escape this kind of allegation. Clinton and others have managed, although Clinton was impeached, so you never know.
And I do want to point out this is a civil lawsuit we're talking about. It's not a criminal lawsuit here. Trump has also been accused of rape and attempted rape by at least 2 other women, one of them just 13 years old. Jane Doe, she's currently in her 30s, so she can't file against Trump and Jeffrey Epstein in criminal court, so it's resulted in this case in civil court. What can Jane Doe expect to get out of a civil suit here?
Well, it's a very tough position because she may want money, and Trump may be tempted to pay her off to keep her confidentiality. On the other hand, if he does that, he may get a lot of other lawsuits against him. I think she can expect a lot of delays, a lot of procedural wrangling. She probably will not get to court in the next year or so, so she will get delays and be stonewalled.
And if the past is any indication that that's exactly what's going to happen, if you look at Trump University and other cases that involved Mr. Trump.
Exactly. Trump is very good at bringing his lawyers into the situation and delaying and delaying and delaying. But eventually this comes out, just like it did in the Clinton case.
Peter, what do you expect here? Will the court end up unsealing these records? What's your prediction?
My prediction is the court will unseal the records. They're under a lot of pressure. It's up to a judge. I think a judge will feel that the public has a right to know and reveal these records. Whether these records will reveal rape or allegations of rape, it's hard to say. The judgment may provide for confidentiality agreement, and that's all we'll find, I think.
Okay, we'll be on the lookout for those. It's no secret that Trump's relationship with the media is tumultuous, and this latest move by the New York Times to unseal those divorce records are sure to take that up a notch, if that's even possible. Peter Walzer from Walzer Melcher, thank you so much for weighing in with us tonight.
Thank you.